children that see someone that's different with special needs or some kind of disability, and they go up to the person and ask like what's wrong with them because they're curious and they don't understand. That's normal. That's completely normal. You know, some parents will get, I've seen it like where a kid asks a question about my child or other people, and the parent gets embarrassed, like, you shouldn't be asking that, like, don't ask them about, you know, this or that, because that's embarrassing. Or maybe they don't want you to ask them that question. And you know, most people with special needs understand that they're different, and they understand that other people don't see some of the things that they might have going on with them. And so a lot of people don't mind adults or children, especially because children are more curious and more not understanding how things work. A lot of people don't mind answering those questions because they feel that a lot of people are ignorant to a lot of things because they have not been exposed to it. So exposing children or adults to things that they don't normally see is a great thing, actually. It's okay for little kids to ask, you know, those questions, or even adults, because you don't learn unless someone tells you. So I mean, ask those questions. My son has a G-tube, so a couple times, one time we were at the water park. Why does he have a tube coming out of his stomach? And I'm like, oh, like, you know, I just thought it's a little kid about his age that can talk and move and do things and stuff, so I figured I'd give the easiest explanation. I just had said, oh, that helps him eat. He's not a good eater, so that helps him eat his food. And so it just puts it straight into his belly. And she was like, okay, and was happy with that answer, and, you know, ran along. And to me, that was okay. Like, she just learned, like, hey, something's different. That kid doesn't look like me in that aspect. Like, they have a tube coming from their stomach, and they asked, which is fine, and I gave her a straight answer, and then she was okay with it, which most kids are when you give them those kind of answers. And, you know, it was done. And the next time that she maybe sees someone like that, she'll think of like, oh, I saw that before. That's how they eat. Okay. And, you know, they'll be more understanding, not so judgmental when they're older, because they understand like, hey, I saw that before. That can be normal. It's not a bad thing. You never want to get upset at your children for asking questions like that, because you don't want them to associate with asking questions or with what they're looking at to be bad or wrong or anything. It's okay to ask those questions. You don't want to be ignorant, and you don't want your child to be ignorant to things. You want them to learn things and see things. I've had that happen at daycares too. Like, why are you putting water in his stomach with his G-tube and then a syringe pushing water? Well, that's how he gets his water. He doesn't like to drink water too much, so I put water in his belly so that he doesn't have to. And they're just like, okay, whatever. Like, they're fine with that answer. And now, you know, months later, like sometimes when I'm in there to drop him off, the kid will say, oh, can we do Kaysen's water now? Can we help you with his water? Like, they know what it is, and they're excited to actually help the teachers do that stuff. I mean, I don't know if they actually let them do it. I mean, it's okay if they do, but the fact that they're okay with it and they think it's actually kind of exciting because it's something different. You know, when they're older too, they're gonna see that, hey, this is not weird, this is not normal. You know, they're gonna think of like, oh yeah, I had a friend in daycare that had this G-tube, and this is what they did, and it was okay. Like, they're okay with it. Not being ignorant to things is wonderful, and everyone should be more open-minded and be more curious, because that really helps everyone, you know, all around, whether you're normal or have special needs.